Hello and welcome to another JLecture for the month of March of 2023. This one's entitled Effective Time Management Techniques for Productivity. So let us begin. First of all, the details/objectives of this presentation. So time management is crucial for both productivity and success in both personal and professional life. And in this presentation, we'll discuss effective time management techniques to help you achieve your goals and improve your productivity. First of all, identify your goals and priorities. Determine your short-term and long-term goals. These two have a significant difference between them. And also identify your priorities and focus on the most important of tasks. Use the 80-20 rule or the Pareto principle. I've actually spoken about this in one of my books. Focus on the 20% of tasks that produce 80% of the results. In the vast majority of situations, there will be 20% of people that get 80% of the results. 20% of the tasks that accomplish 80% of the goals. You need to identify where the Pareto principle applies in your life and see how you can exploit it to your advantage. That's one of the quickest ways to ensure that you do the most amount of work possible. So identifying your goals and priorities, determining them in the short term and long term, and identifying your priorities and focusing on the most important of tasks will generally be advantageous to you. It's also important to make sure that you know the difference between short-term and long-term goals. Something that should be done by the end of next month is not the same thing as something that should be done by the end of the year. You need to separate them into two fields so that you don't get disappointed in the end when you're setting goals, right? Next, plan your day and week. It's very important to use a planner or calendar to schedule your day and week if you aim to be productive. I use a Google Calendar. Prioritize your tasks and schedule them according to their importance. Usually something like an app like Notion where you can stack your tasks on front of each other and then you can determine which one you should get to first can be very advantageous. Break down large projects into smaller manageable tasks. When you manage to accomplish this, your larger project won't seem like that much of a nuisance. And also schedule breaks and downtime to avoid burnout. If you make sure that you take breaks in between doing stuff won't be that much of a problem. So again, use a planner or calendar, prioritize your tasks and schedule, break down large projects into smaller manageable chunks, and schedule both breaks and downtime so that you don't get burnt out during your planning of your day and week. So these are for short-term goals. Time blocking is also very important. This is what I brought up using Google Calendar. Not particularly the best myself at time management, but Google Calendar and apps like Notion do help. So time blocking involves scheduling specific blocks of time for particular tasks, and this technique helps you focus on one task at a time and avoid distractions. So when you manage to avoid distractions and schedule specific tasks for specific blocks of time, you'll find yourself a lot more productive. And you can then use time blocking to schedule your most important tasks during your most productive times of the day. So if you know you're more productive during the morning or the evening, you should optimize to do your most important tasks then so that you don't get burnt out during other parts of the day. This is also very helpful. Next up, very important step, eliminating distractions. A lot of people struggle with this. Identify your biggest distractions and work to eliminate them one by one. It's also very important to turn off notifications on your phone and computer, particularly with Do Not Disturb on iPhone, as this will prevent other stuff from getting in your way. Close unnecessary tabs and apps. You don't want to keep your desktop messy. It will make your mind messy. And use noise canceling headphones or find a quiet workspace. What I do is I just plug my AirPods in and I look up brown noise 10 hours or white noise 10 hours on YouTube, or rain sounds, or use an app like Medito. And then I can focus more on the task at hand because I'm an auditory learner, and having something just relaxing me in the background, listening to it, helps me eliminate all distractions that are around me, especially when I'm in a busy public place like school or library, right? Or school library for that matter. Delegating and outsourcing. This is one of the most important facets of business. Outsourcing your work to other people, such as me with my video editors who edit most of my videos, can help you get more stuff done during that time, because time is very important and you will not manage to do great things alone if you don't outsource work to people. So outsourcing is not something that you should view as something that's bad. You should generally outsource your work in a vast majority of cases, especially if you're rewarding the people or paying the people who are doing it for you. So delegating and outsourcing tasks can help you save time and focus on the most important tasks. This is something like giving the thumbnail of my video that job to one person and then working on editing the video myself in some cases. This will help me ensure that everything gets done as it properly needs to. identify tasks that can be delegated or outsourced in the meantime, and consider hiring a virtual assistant, such as a virtual assistant through Fiverr from a foreign country, or a freelancer for tasks such as social media management or bookkeeping. That way you won't need to prioritize them. Time management tools and techniques. Use productivity apps and tools such as Trello or Asana. I personally don't recommend those. Google Calendar and Notion works for me. To manage tasks and projects, considering using the Pomodoro technique, which involves working for 25 minutes and taking a 5-minute break, or using a technique like deep work. You need to see which one works for you. And the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize tasks based on their importance and urgency, which comes from Eisenhower as the name infers. Conclusion: effective time management is essential for productivity and success. Both productivity and success are helped by effective time management, and by identifying your goals and priorities, like I mentioned, planning your day and week, time blocking, eliminating distractions, and delegating and outsourcing your tasks, which is very important in business, you can improve your time management skills and achieve your goals quicker and more efficiently. Hopefully this presentation helped you. Thank you for listening to this JLecture, and as always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.